quick recap on all of the resources that you have at PODS that we've kind of covered today. Of course, your international chapters, technical solutions for optimized operations. You have all kind of regulatory updates, data layers that you can add into your system. We have a scholarship program that's really cool that we didn't even get into that, and it's super awesome. And then we have a detailed member directory, so you have all of your services listing. What we're doing this year as a part of our marketing team is we're introducing LLM, large language management, and we're going to make it even better, and the service companies are going to be even more searchable online and through AI for your services there. And then finally, we're going to get into the learning management system and education library. So I'm going to get out of here and walk you guys through exactly how to do that. So you're going to go to the PODS homepage, and you're going to see right up here, up at the top, for your member portal login. So you're going to click here, and sorry, that's the back end. It's going to take you to this page, right? And you can see that I'm activating my awards for my honey. I love discounts and coupons. I might close out of that, sorry. You can see here that if you have a sign-in, great. If you don't, hit contact us. It's going to reach out directly to China, and she's going to be able to get you set up. So this is our new member portal and learning management system. So everything is in one spot. You don't have to go to two separate places. One place to get the model, one place to get the training, one place to ask a question. Everything is in one spot. This is our hub now. So you're going to log in to your the LMS. And again, if you do not have your credentials, reach out to China, and China will set you up with a link in order for you to create your credentials. So your username is going to be your email address, and then you can create a password for yourself. Okay, good job. Thank you. That's mostly why China's around, y'all, is so that when the brain fog kicks in for me, that she can use. She's like, use your words, Monique.
I finish her sentences.
Right. Yes, you do. Girl. So here's your account hub. You can get to your profile, and you can update your profile. So if you come in your profile here, you can see which courses you've taken and which training sessions. You can see how many hours you've been in the system. Man, I've been in here a lot. You can see what your activity is. You can see if you got any badges, if you have any achievements or certifications, and you can change your stuff here. If you want to get into your account, this is where you can update your password. A lot of you with your membership, and we have to see, it's based on your level of membership, will get so many POD certification credits, right? So you get so many people within your organization, 4, 6, whatever, that can get POD certified. But this is, let's be clear, every single PODS member has unlimited access and usage to the member portal and LMS system, right? So, but if you do want to get another POD certification and your company is out of credits, they're out of coupons, you can come in here, and the POD certification is $200, and it's good for 3 years, at which point it'll get re-upped, right? And then you can get into the people here. You can start talking to the other people that are involved. As you can see, this is our official launch of it. So nobody's really updated their profiles yet, because this is our launch day that we're doing here. Okay, so we have a bunch of terms and conditions, our privacy policy here. We have, I want to bring you here first to the community. Okay, again, the 3 items that we are at PODS that China touched on in the beginning. We should have made this a quiz question, China, so that we could give away a prize. Number 1 is community, right? Number 2 is the model, and number 3 is training, right? So what you can do here is really cool, is you can engage with your community, with your PODS community here, right? You can ask a question specific to a training course that you've taken, or you can ask a question directly to a person, right, that you see in here. So this is a great way for all of our members to interact with each other on this platform. Now, if you have a specific question that you want to ask that you don't want it to be on the portal and available for everyone, you can submit a technical or training question here. These go directly to our training coordinator, who is Marissa Anderson with Magnolia River, and she will get back with you within 24 hours with an answer to your question. Now, all of these questions and answers that we've been gathering over the years, as well as what we're going to be integrating in here, we're going to scrub those. We're going to anonymize those so they don't know who's asking the question and what asset you're talking about. And we're going to make a facts page, a frequently asked question page that is going to be searchable as well. So you want to get to our member directory. We're still building this out, so give us a little bit of patience here, but this will give you all of the members as well as their the member point of contact email address. So if you want to email, let's see, if you want to email Chad Holtman at One Oak, and forgive us because we're still working on the build out of this, so don't judge us. Our house is messy, but don't judge us. But if you want to talk to somebody at One Oak, you come here and you're able to email directly Chad Holtman to ask questions, right? If you want to submit a topic, if you are interested in a specific topic that you want to learn about related to the PODS data model or GIS, you can submit that here, and we're going to develop that training. Right now, Ian Trust is developing some really cool training models for us right now. So if you want to get involved with that, please join the team. If you want to volunteer for something, and you should, early and often. If any of you know me for more than 5 minutes, you know that I probably have put you on some sort of committee by now. China's going to do the same thing. So if you want to sign up of your own volition, please fill in this form here. Topic, news and events. So all of the goings-ons of PODS are available here. All of our news points are here. We have a great calendar of what we're going to be doing when. So as you can see, this is us today here. Next week, we're going to be at PPIM. The following month, we're going to be in Doha at the Global Summit there. Then we're going to be in Vancouver. Then we're going to be back in Houston at the APLOCA meeting. So, all of the PODS events are located here. All of the PODS casts are here as well. If you want to sign up for any of these things, you have availability here. So say you want to sign up for the upcoming PODS cast that we're doing with Esri, AI and PODS, Unlocking Smarter Pipeline Data Management. You can come here and you can click here, and it will take you to the registration page to register for that event. All right, so let's go back here. And then I'm not going to show you the blog because it's kind of pathetic. I've only written one blog, but y'all can write blogs too. All right, so let's do here. The number one thing everybody wants to know, I don't know why I was teasing this out for everybody. How do you get to the PODS 7 model? Here you go. So you come here to PODS data models. If you want to get involved with the testing of the advanced releases, you can come in here and you can check out our advanced releases and get involved to do testing before we publish those for official releases. But here you go. So here's PODS 7. So you come down here to our PODS data model cores and modules. And, one of the big things that people have come back to us and said that we could do better, continuous improvement, is, all right, I have the PODS 7 model. Now what? What do I do now, right? So where do I start? Guess what, y'all? Start here. Hit this button that says start here, right? And then you're going to have your core implementation. And then you're going to click on this link, and it's going to take you to the download for PODS 7. So here's your XMLs, your geodatabases. Here's your data dictionary for PODS 7. Here's everything that you're going to need, right, to get started. If you're like, awesome. Okay, so now I have the model. What do I do now, right? Here's the instructions. Import your XML, create your path for the core, run all this down. All right, well, can you show me how to do this? Sure. Here's a video on downloading PODS 7 and creating a file geodatabase. Okay, you know what? They talked a lot in this video about setting your coordinates. All right, well, here's a video on how to set your coordinates for your feature data set. Well, you know what? In all of these videos, they're talking a lot about linear referencing and APR. Here's a video of Jeff Allen with Esri walking you through what is understanding the location referencing and APR, right? And learning how to do that. So once you're done with that, here's a quick study guide to help you and a how-to guide for understanding location referencing. And then you're like, you know what? I want to make sure that I'm utilizing all of the tables within PODS. Again, it's a simplified data model. It doesn't mean that it's not robust, right? There's a lot involved in it. And so I want to learn how to read the table. I want to learn how to put my data in there, and I want to learn where it goes and how it's all interconnected. So here's a video on how to read the table poster. Here's a download of the table poster. And then here's some study guides and how-tos on understanding and interpreting the key components of the PODS data model. We also have here videos that walk you through the launch events, an overview of the PODS 7, which they were called next generation model. Some of the differences. You're like, okay, I want to know about what's different about PODS 7 than the previous models. Well, here's your 7 differences of PODS 7. This is a great document if you are trying to convince your leadership to pay for moving to PODS 7. Here's all the benefits that you have via versus previous model. And then you have your geodatabase dictionary here as well to peruse through. So you want to get into the core for utility network. You want to get into the ILI module, same thing, right? Now I have the ILI module. What do I do now, right? Okay, here's how to access the module. Here's how to get started. Here's what I do next, and then integrity and regulatory. So that's a lot of stuff, right? So let's go back to our course page, and you can see that's all there. Now, if you just want to go in to do some learning, like if you want to come in and you're like, I really want to learn more about centerline routes and pipeline hierarchy and LRS, right? You can come in here, you can type centerline, and it's going to take you to some great content on that you can, as well as a video, right, on for some technical training and a demo about the structure of PODS and centerline refinement there. If you want to just view our PODS casts, right, get it? It's like a podcast, but it's like much more boring. But you can listen to it while you're on your way to work. We have over 130 hours of podcasts, believe it or not. We talk a lot. So there's just so many different things. Here, what's great about this is going to give you some real life examples, right? This one was done by Dynamic. This is a video of how they moved an operator from PODS 4 to PODS 7 and what all was involved with that. If you want an overview of it, of what they covered, that's here. And then some related resources as well that you can get into. So, this is where you're going to get into the real world stuff, the meat and potatoes of what it looks like, right? Here's one with Petro IT where they talked about a TVC compliant database. We have the Pipeliners podcasts that Russell Treat does as well, where they talked about PODS. So a lot of really cool stuff in here, all of the PHMSA podcasts that we've done as well. So, sorry. One more thing I want to get into, which is really, really cool, is this. This is our new PODS certification program. Yay! Again, different levels of membership have different amounts of PODS certifications they can get. Once you are PODS certified, we list that on the PODS website. We also give you some information to share with the world that you're PODS certified as well. This is a self-guided certification that's almost 7 hours long. There are 18 different courses within this, 18 videos, 30 learning activities. And it walks you through step by step, right? So it starts off real simple. So here's what we did. We built this for many different types of levels of learning. However, let's be clear, this is not an easy certification, right? This is not a gimme. I could not get this certificate. I could not pass this. China could not pass this, right? We are personality hires. This is for you guys, right? This is for people that actually work with this day to day, right? So, step one, you're going to go into this introduction to PODS. It's a 7-minute video where 2022 me started talking about what PODS was and what else is involved. Look at how much more hair and how few wrinkles I had even just 2 to 3 years ago. Isn't that crazy? Then you're going to come in and you're going to start your exam activities. So what we've done is we've given you a few. Look, at least somebody thinks I'm funny. Who is that? No. We've done a few. What we do is we sprinkle in some questions around just keeping you familiar with things, and then the exam is going to be at the end. So you have some questions here that's going to help you, as well as you can do a self-assessment and check your understanding here, right? So it's really cool because we want you to pass, right? We want as many people as possible to be able to say that they're PODS certified. So we're doing the best that we can to make this user-friendly. So then you go to the next one, right? So here's PODS Basics, Introduction to PODS. We have a lot of additional resources like different guides to, the DAMA guide for data management for a body of knowledge. We have a whole bunch of great content in here that you can use and utilize. And then, you have the videos as well, right? So this is Unit 1 on a basics of PODS 7 and unwrapping that. Some of these videos are a little bit dated. You'll see that the graphics have changed. We are going to update these as time goes on for sure. But the meat and the content is still good, right? It's just that the graphics are not as good because this is before we had Deb Kalidas working with us to make some awesome graphics. All right, so yeah, it walks you through step by step. And you're going to go through all of these sessions. Now, let's be clear. We do not yet have the exam finalized. So you cannot get PODS certified right now. What you can do is go and engage in the content and start watching the videos and reading the study guides so that when we do have the full exam up, we're going to notify everybody that it's good to go. But we have a few of our really big brain SMEs that are doing a final pass on our questions and answers to ensure that it's good to go before we make that exam live. So again, we'll let you know whenever that is available. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it on the member portal and LMS system. As time goes on, we're going to add more stuff. Like a few people have asked for us to add the legacy PODS 4 and PODS 6 models up here because they're moving from PODS 4 or PODS 6 over to PODS 7. We're going to absolutely do that. But as time goes on, please engage with this so that we know what you want from us and what you're looking for.